Hi guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you everything that is new in my makeup bag. So it's quite weighty. I'm really excited to go through all of these products with you. These are things that I bought in the last month or so and have been trying and testing out. I'm going to start with the one that's probably surprised me and impressed me the most, and that is the Maybelline Superstay 30 Hour Foundation. I'm not sure how new this is, but I've only recently started seeing it advertised on my Instagram and my Facebook, and they won because I bought it. I know there was the Superstay 24-hour foundation, which has been discontinued, and I think this is what they brought in to replace it. And let me just tell you guys, it's amazing. It really is. I don't remember the last time I bought a Maybelline product. I think well, it would have been years. It's sort of the brand that I stuck to when I first started wearing makeup and buying foundation. I think brands like Maybelline and Rimmel are sort of the core ones that you get when you're first starting out, and then you kind of transition away and try and make new things. But this has brought me back, I'll tell you that. I was a bit concerned when I first got it and first put it on that it wasn't going to give me enough coverage. It's quite a watery consistency, particularly at the moment. I've got a lot of acne going on my chin, and it's coming towards the month where I prefer a more medium to full coverage, and I really didn't think this was going to give it to me. But it's like some magical process happens. I left it for like 5 minutes and it's like it's set, and when it's set, everything sort of came together and it looked incredible. I'm wearing it today. Even if I do say so myself, I think it looks pretty good. You guys can't see quite how terrible my chin is looking at the moment, and I hardly put any concealer on at all. Like, I could have gotten away with not wearing any. Yeah, this thing is blown my mind. It is one of the best foundations that I've worn in a while. I'm excited. I only had it not very long, and I'm excited to keep testing out and keep sort of pushing the limits on it. But so far it's amazing. Like, I'm having real trouble at the minute with finding foundations that a couple of hours into it, I'm not just like an oil production looking greasy and horrible. But this, I've been wearing this for a good few hours already and I don't feel that at all. So super duper impressed with this. If you haven't tried it and you are looking for a new foundation, I really would highly recommend it. It's one of the cheapest ones out there and it's really good. The next thing I'm going to show you was sort of an experiment on my part. I've always been a bit afraid when it comes to bronzer. I never really know what I'm doing. Yeah. I have stuck with powder bronzers, but I think recently, more like watching more Instagram reels and things like that, the liquid and cream bronzers are something that I've really wanted to try, but again, I've been too afraid. The one that I really want to try is the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer, but the colour that I want has been out of stock for everywhere for a good couple of weeks, and I'm really annoyed because I really wanted to come back in because I want to try it. But in the meantime, I went and picked up the Revolution Define and Contour Foundation Stick, but I bought this before. I had it in F1, and this is the colour F11, so it is a much darker foundation. So I just put it on, so it is that one there. And I learned quickly that a little goes a long way, so I just kind of put a couple of dots here on both sides of my cheeks and my forehead and along my nose. I've worn it today. I don't think it looks too bad. It's not something that I would feel comfortable and confident enough to just wear or do when I do my quick makeup routine before I go to work. I'm probably going to stick with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer for the foreseeable future until I just become a bit more confident with using more cream contours, because I think they're really cool and they look great when you can do them properly. I'm just not quite there yet, so I'm going to keep experimenting with that one, and I'm having a lot of fun. And for something as an experiment, it really wasn't a bad price, and I say I liked the foundation when I was using it as an actual foundation. I really enjoyed it, so I'm just gonna keep going with that one, and fingers crossed the e.l.f. bronzer comes back in soon because I want it. So the next thing that I've got is the Revolution Pro Hydra Bright Clear Cream Blush in the colour Pink. Again, I saw this advertised on Instagram, and this is the exact colour that I saw, and it looked so pretty that I just had to go and get one for myself. and it's amazing. So it has this like little pom-pom bit at the top, and if I turn it on, it is just so pretty, but I think I just turned it off. It is one of the prettiest colour blushes I have had in a while, and it's just so reflective and shimmery. It's just got that highlight in it, and I love it. It's so pigmented, it stays on really well. Like as soon as this dries, it's going to take quite a long time to get it off. Like even using makeup remover, it is incredible. I've used liquid blushes or cream blushes a couple of times before, and the ones that sort of come to mind the most are the very first ones that I bought, which was the Mua ones, the Makeup Academy. I bought 2 different colours of that, and what I just found was that they separated on top of my foundation, and I really didn't like that, as you can imagine. And so I've always been very much let's just stick to the powder ones, a bit like I am with bronzer. It's sort of out of my comfort zone to use cream products that aren't just foundation. But this has completely changed my mind. I think there's about 2 other colours, I really want them as well, but this is just so pretty and really easy to do. I just put a couple of dots around there and pat it in. It's definitely the best way to do it. Doesn't separate on top of my foundation and stays all day. So definitely one of my new favourite makeup products. The next thing that I have is the Revolution Sport Fix Lasting Hold Finishing Spray. I think we all absolutely love the Urban Decay setting spray, but we all know it's quite expensive as well, though there's a reason for that, because it absolutely does work. There is no denying that. But I'm wanting to try a couple of others and see if I can find a cheaper alternative that is good for just day-to-day wear. Like the Urban Decay one, I have a small bottle and I use it when I'm going to an event or something special. But I'd quite like one for sort of more everyday use, but that is too expensive. So this one I have seen advertised recently on Instagram as well, and people have been raving about it and saying that it's quite good. So I'm trying this out. I've only had it a couple of days, so I am still testing it, but so far I think it is pretty good. I mean, it has not got the same power as the Urban Decay one. I would not call it a dupe, but when I have tested it on my hands, sort of using eyeshadows and things like that, it does definitely give it a little bit extra, and it does let it hold a little bit more. There are a couple that I want to try, specifically there's an e.l.f. one, there's the Milani one. I absolutely love Milani makeup, but as of now I am testing this out, and I'm sure I will update you guys as to whether I like it, whether I think it actually works and is good value for money. But that's something else that I bought. The next thing I have is the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. I recently ran out of the Wet n Wild one that I've been using for a while. I really enjoyed that while I was using it, and it was only when I had to buy a new one that I realised sort of how little pigment it actually transferred. So this one is in the colour taupe, and I have to be more careful now, because if I do too much of it, it's got so much pigment that it can make me look really angry really quickly. But it has been fantastic. I absolutely love the Wet n Wild one whilst I was using it. I really liked the fact that it had a triangle sort of tip on it, whereas this one just has a normal sort of pencil shape. But it just made me realise quite how not pigmented it was by buying a new one, and that really surprised me actually, because I said I really enjoyed it while I was using it, but I probably wouldn't buy it again. But this has been really good. I've really enjoyed using it, just trying to relearn how to do my eyebrows and to actually be a bit more gentle, because I could just sort of go willy-nilly with the Wet n Wild one. This one not so much, so I'm really enjoying this one. I've said it before, I'll say it again, I don't really care too much about my eyebrows. I don't do much to them, they sort of just are how they are, but I do like using a brow pencil, so I never really go for one of the high-end expensive ones because I don't really care too much. But this one is a really good cheap brand eyebrow pencil. Now, the last 2 things that I have, I showed you guys in a haul in one of my weekend videos, but it is 2 new lipsticks. So I wanted, with the sort of transition to autumn and fall, I wanted a couple of new lipsticks that in colours that I don't really have. I've got lots of bright ones, lots of orangey ones that I use quite a lot, but never I've not got some like this. So what I have is the Rimmel Super Lustrous one in Coffee Shimmer that looks like this. I'll just show you what it looks like on my hand as well, and this is also what I'm wearing today on my lips. And the other one is the Wet n Wild Mega Last High Shine Brilliance one in Jam With Me. So that is that colour in the middle there. So it's more of a reddy one, so a brownie one and a reddy one. And I have to say this one in particular is a colour that is far out of my comfort zone. I tend to stick with more neutral ones, and these ones are quite bright and different to what I normally wear. And I tell you, I am in love with them. I have really been enjoying wearing them and experimenting, and I have absolutely loved them. They both have really good staying power. This one I think surprised me the most. I'm not really sure why. I think it's because it's only about £4. And it does stay on really well. I think a lot of that is because it's such a bright colour. It's almost like a lip stain as well, so even when it's not on there, the remnants is still there. But still, these two have been incredible, and I'm really loving experimenting more with these. And yeah, they both are fantastic. The Rimmel Super Lustrous ones I really enjoy wearing. I have quite a few of them, not even the Super Lustrous ones, but I got some of the matte ones, and they are really good brand. Like, as I said before, Rimmel, Maybelline, they're sort of the ones that you can go back to again and again. They are timeless, and yeah, really love those. So that is everything that I bought recently. There's a lot of sort of face makeup, not so much eyes. There are a couple of palettes that I've got my eye on that I really want, but I recently went through all of my makeup and sort of brought out of the woodwork some of the palettes that I used to use, and I'm really enjoying experimenting and using them. I'm using one today. Yeah, really enjoying playing with makeup again. Even at the weekends, I don't have anywhere to go. I just getting ready and doing my makeup and having fun with it again. It's been something that I've been enjoying doing. But that is everything that I have bought recently. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please hit the thumbs up if you did, subscribe and comment down below. I would absolutely love to have you join me here. But that's it. I'm gonna see you guys next time. Bye guys.